Welcome back, podcast fans. This is Aaron from Something Like a Podcast.
And this is RM. This is episode 29. I wanted to start off with, I'm going to shake things up.
Okay.
So, no, first let's do this, and then I'll start off on, I guess, the sports side of it. I was watching this YouTuber. I want to talk about YouTubers right now. And this is going to be a two-part thing. So it's the real life of YouTubers, and then it's the life that they portray on their channels.
Which is totally different because everybody does it. Even Twitch streamers do it too. Even YouTubers, it's different. Like maybe they don't want to share the personal side or whatever. They just say, hey, this is my gaming side. Obviously, everybody has a gaming side if you're a gamer. Content creator. That
makes a lot of sense because I'm not going to name these YouTubers, but let's say they are making a lot of money. And I should have pulled up how much you can make off of YouTube. I don't want to do it right now, but let's just say you can live a luxurious lifestyle.
You can. Obviously, you can.
Off of YouTube. So one thing, what you said is perfectly true. You have to separate what you want people to see and know about you and then your private personal life.
It's just like, for example, you have a work life where you go into work to an interview and be like, well, this is my application. I have done this and this. I'm a good manager experience. I'm a good worker. Mm-hmm. I treat people with respect. With home, you're like, woo, Jim Beam, I'm going out tonight. Nobody needs to know all that.
Yeah, that's very true. Because we talked about that before, I think, when we were talking about going to a Christmas party, and sometimes people go overboard and they really expose
the true identity. Yeah, true identity.
And then people get an inside look. But I wanted to talk about this two. So it's going to be a two-part. Mm-hmm. One YouTuber, he comes from Alabama. So he talks with a very heavy, that's actually him right behind you.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, I see him.
Okay, so he comes from Alabama and he talks with a very heavy Southern drawl. So when you come from a place like, and it's not just a black person, because I used to work with a white guy who came from North Carolina. He had a very Southern accent. And he said himself, he said, people think that I'm slow because I talk with a Southern accent. Now, anybody with intelligence knows it doesn't matter how you talk. You can recognize people's intellect. Just because he talks with a Southern drawl doesn't mean anything. But being that he went from Alabama over to Houston, Texas, where they don't really talk like that too much, a lot of people look at him sideways. So he's worth, I don't know how much money he's worth, but he's got a mansion. He's got all these cars. I mean, he's getting he even buys his cameraman cars. He surprises them with cars. So he's got good money. And he's always working on the cars because he does like racing. But that's besides the point. The point is, when you go in the comment section, people really start to try to pick you apart.
Of course, because obviously that happens with anybody that you have this limelight on you, and it does mess with your psyche a little bit because it can.
It does.
Because it does. It can get to you.
Every YouTuber I've seen within the past couple weeks, they all go through the same thing where they say people are hating on them, and with him in particular, they insult his intelligence. They say he doesn't know what he's doing with his money. But what we just said, he doesn't let them know what he's really doing with his money. So in one video, he said he has 31 acres of land in his name. He's invested in real estate, but he doesn't talk about that on his channel because he knows people that watch his channel want to see the fast cars. They want to see the four-wheelers. They want to see.
They don't give a shit about that.
Exactly. But then you get older people who watch it, and then they look at it through a different lens. Like, oh, he's just young. He's stupid. He's blowing his money. He's going to be broke. But
no, behind
the scenes,
he's never going to be broke. So when he has kids someday, they're going to be probably solid for college and stuff.
But like his YouTube channel, as long as his YouTube channel keeps the subscribers and the amount of views, he's going to be straight.
He's going to. I don't think he's going to drop off. Obviously, he got big for some reason. It just takes that one video to get you big. Which at the end of the day, as me, for an example, I don't do streaming. Or I don't do the show for that. I do it because I love to do it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy doing it. Now, hey, it would be awesome if it does boom. But at the end of the day, I'm the kind of type. So I'm just putting my story with his story. The fact is, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm just here to create content. People like it. They don't. I don't care. I'm just doing this because I love to do it, being informational.
Okay, so now I'm going to use another one, and then I'll get into this other situation. So there's another YouTuber who started off, I just watched his very first video. I ran into him because sometimes they suggest new videos. So I ran into him and I'm like, good Jesus, like how much money is he making? Like his house looks like a theme park. But I went to his first video and he started out like in the basement. So he said the same thing. His very first video, he was talking about, I'll do anything. I just want to give good content. I'm not in it for this, that, and the third, but it comes with it. So he, in 3 to 4 years, I think his first video was 4 years ago, he just blew up. He's got like 7 million subscribers now. I know it doesn't mean anything.
It really doesn't.
But here's the interesting part. He's put his family in front of the camera, and you can tell in some certain situations, at least his wife, she doesn't look comfortable in front of the camera. So when you go back to his first video, he said, I will do anything. Damn near probably sell his whole self out for his audience, to entertain them. So now that he's gotten to a point, he's got a family, he's putting them on camera, and it's so cringeworthy, I can't even watch it.
Why is he doing that?
Because I think that's the thing, is a lot of it is shot value. He's actually turned his comments off, so you can't even comment on his videos. So I remember one video, he was saying the same thing, like people are hating on me. They say I'm this, they say I'm that. And he stays positive. He does try to stay positive, but it got so bad, he turned the comments off. You can't even comment on his videos anymore. So that says a lot. But he said the same thing you just said. He said sometimes you'll be sitting there and that stuff will just start running through your head.
It does.
Even though they don't know you. They don't know you from a can of paint.
I'm just saying, like I said, I am not a big Twitch streamer. I have 120 some followers. So again, obviously I average between 5 to maybe sometimes on a good night 10 viewers, which I don't care. Then the day if that blows up, and I don't care, because in the days I'm not in it for the money, I'm in it for to have fun. But if it does happen, I do be able to make. It's at the end of the day, I don't care. So that I'm different from him. Like I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't put nobody in any kind of position to put them uncomfortable with my viewers or my family or someday my significant other or something like that. Like I wouldn't put nobody in that position.
Right. But here's the worst thing. So the wife is old enough to know, if she doesn't want to be in a shot or in the camera, she can just walk away. But when you put kids in front of it, they see a camera, what are they going to do? They're probably going to act silly.
Yo, mom, get over here.
Well, not just that, but they're going to act silly. So the father, in my opinion, and this is probably why his comments are turned off, because everybody has an opinion. And I'm sure they're leaving them in the comments.
And he doesn't like...
I wouldn't say... First of all, I might think it, but I'm not going to write it in his comments.
No.
And nothing negative.
No.
So I did see it, and I'm like, I don't know if that's... So I'll give you even one better. He was suspended from YouTube for a while because he did a prank on his kids where he put laxative in their ice cream. Why would you do that? That's just stupid. For views. So YouTube suspended him. And
how long?
I don't know, but he came back.
He started all his subs.
He still got, I don't know if he had more at that point, but he's got, last time I checked, almost 8 million. It's like 7.5.
Okay, but continue. As you were saying, with YouTube suspending for that, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does pranks. He does like this luxurious lifestyle. He just got a $500,000 Rolls Royce truck. I'm not gonna lie, that thing is nice. It's super nice. But here's another thing. So this is another black guy, right? Now he's dealing with the issues of going from lower class to upper class, where most of the upper class are these snooty. I'm being honest with you. Most of the upper class don't come from where he came from. He came from the hood. Now he's going into places where people are wearing 3-piece suits and they're high-class businessmen and women. So when he goes in to buy the truck, you can already see they're looking at him like, what are you doing here? And he noticed it too. So that's one thing.
Because he did it. He portrayed himself like that. Like I'm saying, for example,
okay.
I know where I stand. I'm broke as shit. I'm into debt because that's my fault. But if someday if I got out of it, and got a chance to, I'm not going to spend it on cars and shit. I'm going to get the car that I want. I'm going to get the one thing that I want, which is my
Maybe
Tesla.
two.
No, I only need one. I just want to get my Tesla.
I'm just saying, an SUV for something could happen. You need to tow something, and then your normal car,
your luxury car that you like or you want to have. That's it. But But you know what I do first and foremost? If I got a chance to get that point to make money like that, I would make sure my family's taken care of. Like say, hey, give this to you. You don't come back for another dime. This is all you get. Move on. And then you know what I'll do is I'll pay my debt off.
Yeah.
And then get my own place. And I would keep the car that I have now because I don't want to draw attention to myself. So I would keep the car that I have now, and then I'll get my own place, get my debt paid off, give some to my family, say, here you go, get out of my face, and then just move on with my life. But I'm not gonna forget where I came from because I know how to scrap it underneath the barrel. I know when this night's it's like, damn, can I get this paid? Well, I'm struggling. Like, am I gonna get this? Am I ever gonna get this paid or not? I'm never gonna forget about that because if you take advantage of what you got, at the end of the day, all your subscribers could be boom, or gone. all your viewers could be gone, or all your followers could be gone, boom, and you have nothing.
Okay, so to everything you said, I agree with. The only thing I would do, I would definitely pay off all my debts because he did this. He did do this. He said his credit is A1 now. So he did those things. He was living above his means. Like when he first got the money, he got this big ass mansion that he couldn't afford and he downgraded it. Still, the house he got now is incredible. But to your point, I would do investing.
That's what I would do.
Things that can generate money on their own. That way, if something does happen, I have real estate. Or I have stocks.
I'm gonna do stock. Obviously, if I get to that point, I'm gonna. Obviously, Apple's my favorite company, favorite tech company. So I like them. So I would invest more money into them, even though I got some money into them now, just not a whole lot. But I will definitely invest more into them and do like that. But at the end of the day, is the way my mindset is compared to some other people's mindset is. I want to give back to the community. I want to open my own fund someday, my own like how people come up with their own thing for like natural disasters,
like feeding the children
something
or
like
the
that.
poor.
Yes, come up with my own, but then I do want to combine with other
organizations,
nonprofits organizations, because that's who the kind of person I am. Again, I'm the concept that I never forget where I come from, because money ain't everything. People have to realize that money is fun to have, but it's not. It's a need for what you need, not for what you want. I learned that the hard way because I made a lot of financial mistakes in my life. So I made them now. So if anything did happen, if I got to that point, which I'm not worried about if I did, or I don't care. Like I'm still gonna be happy regardless of what happens in the future. But at the end of the day, is if I get to that point where I'm that big, I would know how to handle being in the spotlight because I have made those mistakes now, so I don't overspend my means then or when.
I agree with everything. And just to kind of go further with that, I think with him, it's a level of insecurity. Again, we talked about Antonio Brown and all these other athletes who came from nothing. You give them money, they don't have financial sound advice to say you need to do this, that, and the third. So with him, I can tell he's doing it to kind of put it in the face of the people who thought he couldn't do it. You can't make it. You can't.
But you can't be like that. People told me all the time, I can't do this. They told me I couldn't graduate high school. They told me I can't do what I want to do. I get told all the time, why am I doing this? Again, at the end of the day, I keep telling the people that don't understand what I love to do, they don't get it. So they want to, because they're not me. But unless they're a gamer or a streamer or a content creator, then they get it. But if they're not, then they don't get it.
Right.
But if I get to that point, I'm not going to say, hoo, I'm showing you. No, I'm not going to show you up.
That's why I said it's coming from insecurity. He's not secure with himself. If you come into money and you say, I'm set, like I don't have to worry about, the things I had to worry about when I was broke. I'm with you. I'm not going to go out and get a $500,000 car. I can go get a $20,000 SUV.
I could get maybe like $15,000 a car and it'd be fine. That's what I got now and it's fine.
Okay, I understand that. But let's say you're worth a lot of money.
It doesn't matter.
Well, to me it does, because I want a decent quality. I don't want to go out and get something. I still got a decent
quality. You get what I'm saying? I'll be a brand new car, but it won't be.
Yes, I understand that. But you can go out and get a nice truck that's probably has 0 miles on it, and it doesn't have to be a Rolls Royce.
No.
Okay, and you can go out and get a decent car that doesn't have a lot of miles on it and doesn't have to be a Lamborghini.
No.
So, again, you look at some of these people who really have money, who maybe were even born into money. They're really not living like that.
No.
So that's what I'm talking about. It's these attention grabbers. One YouTuber said he went to the Lamborghini dealership, looked around. He saw the brightest Lamborghini he could find. I want that one there. Why? Because it's going to attract attention. So that's what I'm saying. It's coming from this place of insecurity. You want people to look at you. You want people to see that you have money. That's why they're wearing all these diamonds, all these rings. They're wearing designer clothes. Their girlfriend has to be not only a 10, she's got to be a 20. But that's what I'm talking about.
No, that I disagree with, because the simple fact is you don't want to, like, I don't like attention. Like, I don't want to draw attention. So I'm using me as an example in this because I can. Yeah. Because I'm not selfish and I'm actually caring. But at the end of the day is I'm not like, why would you draw attention to yourself like that? Because that's how you get killed. That's how you get shot. That's how you get robbed, because people see that, oh, this cat got money. You come in like a normal person for when you put your family at risk too. Do you know that? Because the fact is they could kidnap your family and say, hey, I need $50 million, and even if you do give it to them, they could still end up killing them anyways. So what do you just come? Yeah, that's a little harsh, but I'm being honest.
It's real, but I'm gonna put a different element in it. I'm gonna put a race element in this too. It seems to me, from what I saw, more of the black community does it because we are struggling the most. So when you see one person make it, let's say, and we're not using you for an example because you have a different mindset. I'm not even using myself, because if I see somebody make it, all that does is motivate me. I got to do better. Or I ask them questions. What did you do to do that? How did you get there? Who did you network with? Instead of the person who's just looking like, this motherfucker, I can't stand him. He's getting all this money. Let me go get it.
Jealousy.
Instead of going out and putting in the work.
Or maybe in my situation, well, a lot of people in my life, including my family, some of them don't support what I do or whatever. Then something happens and I come into something like that. Then people like that, it says what I do. Like to rub that shit instead of letting it go over your head. Again, a lot of people in this world don't feel to realize, don't care what people think about you. Who gives a fuck who people think about you? Because the fact at the end of the day is, you just gotta worry about you, me, and myself. That's it.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about
contributing to your bills or putting food on your table or anything.
Don't let what they're saying to you motivate you or affect you in any way, because at the end of the day is they're just talking a lot of smack because for one, they're jealous possibly, or two, they just...
Not possibly, they are.
They're jealous. You get my point. There could be other different motives there, but at the end of the day is, who cares? I'm not trying to sound harsh or try to cuss, but at the end of the day,
what you gotta say.
I'm just a little bit upset is the simple fact is that people actually do this. I don't care what the world thinks of me, because at the end of the day it's the world. The world doesn't care about your feelings at the end of the day, so why would I care about what the world thinks?
So getting back on topic, that's something that this young guy, he's only 21 years old, and that's something that one of his elders had to tell him, because he said that he would read the comments, he'd get upset and start, but he said the same thing. He was like, bruh, it's their opinion.
Exactly. Everybody has the right to this opinion.
And people are looking to get a reaction out of you.
They want you to. They want you to go on and put out a video and say, you guys are trash. You guys are crap. And then next you know is then they're going to file back with something else.
And that's
just going to keep going.
And it makes them feel important.
It does.
He's got all the money, but I'm getting to him.
Yes, and they're going to stick around just to see your reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. So what the older guy told him was, you listen to it, you can give a small response, but make it positive. And then never talk about it again.
Yeah, you do that. Like at the end of the day, say I'm starting to learn since I've becoming a streamer. I had a lot of couple killers or couple survivors come into my chat. They give me a whole bunch of shit, and for one I'm still learning. But this when I first started, so I actually gave into it and was talking hard smack and say, now you're banned because I was a child. I was acting like a child and acting like my age. So I learned from that. I don't care. I met a couple killers the last couple of nights that come into my chat. Nice. If they start any kind of negative stuff, time them out. Give them a timeout. I'm not just going to ban them like I would in the past. They do it again. They get 2 timeouts. Time them out again. They do it again. Now get out of here. You're banned.
Right, you gave them chances.
Yeah, basically. But at the end of the day is, again, at the end of the day is I learned not to let them get to me. Just they come in and want to talk a lot of shit. Let it go over your head. Because at the end of the day is, why would you get upset, make yourself look like an idiot on stream because somebody else coming there and got underneath your skin for what? Over a video game? Come on. Yeah. So I did learn because I started noticing. Even one of my streamer buddies had to pull me to a side, and I'm gonna give him a shout out because he's a good guy. The Man Junior, which 13, which is Tommy. His name is Tommy. So he did pull me aside, be like, dude, come on, man, you're turning like me. I don't want you to be like that because of that's one thing that's hindering you right now is because of your attitude, dude. It doesn't matter if somebody comes into your chat like that. Let it go, bro. Let it go.
And it's not that serious. It's tough to do.
But he has a point, though.
He has a point. Now, you're talking to somebody who I almost pride myself on trying to be as calm as possible. But there are moments where something could happen. Like, let's say I just got into that car accident. And then I came home and I'm seeing this notice on my door. Now I'm kind of like, all right. Something can get you to that point. So it only takes but that's not your character.
No, but that's not my character. But again, at the end of the day, I'm human. I make mistakes.
That's what I'm getting to.
It's what you do to fix it. Which now I'm not starting to give reaction. I'm just like, I'm getting to the point where, well, if I had, again, it's at the end of the day is I'm never going to meet these people, that I play against on this game. It's again, they're going to talk a lot of smack. I had a couple people in the end game chat in one of my games because I was playing Kilo that night, and it was like, yo, I need to install the game because I suck so much. If I let that get to me, what's the point of doing what you do if you're gonna let that get to you? Again, they're just one of those people behind a freaking computer screen that likes to talk a lot of smack, but they don't say it to your face.
But see, this is in using them getting back. We have to try to get back.
But it goes the correlation with this
because most of the people who are leaving these comments, they don't have profile pictures.
No,
so they're hiding behind, like you said, their computer screen, and then they can say whatever they want.
Or the phone screen.
Yeah, whatever they want.
Yeah,
but he's got the nuts enough to put his whole life on YouTube.
I give him that, but at the end of the day, but again, don't put your kids out there, man.
No. Well, okay, not that. The one person, he's even got more subscribers than him. I think a lot of people like to see train wreck television, no different than Jerry Springer. When Jerry Springer was on the air, people were tuned in.
That shit
and you
was
had
scripted.
Like people with 3 teeth in their mouth fighting over some dude who doesn't even have a job.
Who gives a shit?
That's what I'm saying. But it's train wreck. Even if it's scripted, it's train wreck television. So I think that's what a few of these YouTubers are doing. They're going on there, and the one in particular, he really, he just makes his family look bad. Like he had this one thing where he was going to homeschool them, and for some reason he had to keep going to Siri for the answers. And I'm like, how are you going to homeschool somebody when you have to go to Siri? That means you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? At least school them on things you know. But that's just my opinion. But I did want to get to this second guy. The second guy, he's a YouTuber too. He does like these, what he calls gold digger pranks. But it makes a lot of sense, and you have to see, and it's going to lead into the next portion of this. So I think these guys lease their cars. So he goes out with the Lamborghini, of course, but what he does is he parks it. He stands back and he just waits for a beautiful woman to come out. Now he tries to get the woman's number just off of his own personality. And you know what they do? I got a boyfriend. Get out of here. I don't want you. Like some of these girls get really nasty with him. And he's just cool. Too. No, he's just cool. He's like, I just came over. You look beautiful. Can I take you out sometime? No. Why not? Why can't I take you out? Because no, I don't want to talk to you. Can I get your name? No. So then he does that for a little bit. And what does he do? He goes and he walks over to his Lamborghini and gets in. And then, oh, that's your car? Oh, I was just playing before. No, you can have my number. I'm like,
what did he say? So,
well, he plays him along. Oh, you want my number? Why you want my number now? Oh, I was just playing. It's hot out here. No,
you little turd. You saw the man got money, so you want to go ahead and dip into his pockets.
So, but he has a good ending to it. So he'll be like, okay, so what do you want to do?
I wasn't getting that first. That's why I said that in the beginning. So all the audience was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, no. But I wasn't getting that first when we started talking about it. Yeah, let's bring it back in. But yeah.
So he'll be like, oh, you like the car? Yeah. You want to sit in it?
Yeah.
Oh, can I? He lets him sit in the car. How does it feel? Oh, this is nice. So you want to go out? Yeah. But just a second ago, you didn't want to go out with me. Oh, I told you I was playing. No, get out of my car. Get out of my car. You're a gold digger. We don't like gold diggers. So he does put him on blast.
And what did he say? What did he say after that?
He'll just drive off. He'll just beep beep and drive right off. But then he has met some girls. So I'm gonna get to my point. He has met some girls where he'll go up to them and just off of his personality, they like him. And then he'll show them the car. And then a few of them be like, "It's nice, but I like you."
Oh,
yeah. Let me
hold on, guys. Sorry about that.
That's fine. But just to get to, I'm gonna turn this off actually. Just to get to my point, he met this one girl in Target. Didn't know her from a can of paint. It was him and his friend. They go to Target and when I say this girl is beautiful, she's bad. Mm-hmm. He goes up, he gets her name, gets her number, they get together. So then she finds out he's got money, and then everything changes. So now she's trying to ride his wave. Since he's got a lot of YouTube followers, he's on Instagram, he has a lot of Instagram followers. She wants to get her, I guess, the kids nowadays call it clout chasing. So she's trying to get her followers up. She's trying to get her YouTube channel up. So what does she do? She starts stringing them along and playing them. So he actually really likes this girl. The first date, he got a chef over to the house, cooked them a beautiful seafood dinner. Right? She told him that her dream car was a Lamborghini truck. What does he do? He goes and rents one for the day for her because he really likes her. He's like,
love is blind.
Understand where this is getting to.
Yeah, I'm getting to.
I understand where this is getting to. So he rents her the Lamborghini truck. Oh, you're so sweet. He gets over to her house, brings her flowers on the first date. Oh, you bought me flowers. But I'm seasoned. I'm a seasoned person. So I'm seeing some stuff before it actually unfolds. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you some questions before I continue. On your first date with a woman that you really like, what are you gonna do? Let's say you've got money's not an issue. Money's not an issue.
So what I would do, obviously, I would take her out to a beautiful place.
Okay.
Like to take her out. Not you're not going to take them to McDonald's or Burger King. I'm gonna maybe go make a Cheesecake Factory, maybe something a little bit more upscale. Just because of the fact is, for one, especially if I like a woman, you want to get a chance to talk and stuff. You want to send them. You want to take them out somewhere where it's actually beautiful and really want them to know you, and not take them to like a trash place. Like really seriously, like again, money is not an obstacle. Maybe let's do this example. This woman is not money hungry. She just wants a guy to pretty much appreciate her for her.
So no, we're cheating right now.
We're cheating.
So you don't know that.
Okay, I don't know that. Okay,
yeah,
let's say okay. Let's pretend I don't know that. Okay, I don't know that. Anyways, I take it to Cheesecake Factory and we get a chance to talk and we're learning about each other. After that, maybe go on a ride or somewhere, and we just talk. Because I'm not about the nasty yet. Because for one, I just met you, so I'm not really trying. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not that kind of guy. Well, we're sitting there, I don't know you, you don't know me. I have a chance to know you. So then they maybe go for a ride, maybe to an ice cream place, maybe after if you don't get ice cream now, maybe to talk a little bit more because you guys just met, you want to get a chance to know each other. So you can see what kind of person she is by looking at her reactions to your questions, or maybe she asks you, the way she's asking you stuff, or maybe the way that she's carrying herself, maybe the way that her personality is. I could tell by a woman's personality by just listening to them talk and just see how they respond.
I will say this, and it's not all. First of all, whenever I say something to this effect, I never make blanket statements. I'm just saying it's a decent portion. There are a lot of women who are very crafty. And I've watched a video, this woman gave this, she had no interest in him, but you wouldn't think that. Like she was very really flirty and
she was acting.
So some girls could do that. But to everything you kind of said, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't go full upscale.
No.
Even if money wasn't an issue, I'd go to a nice mid-level restaurant.
Which I think Cheesecake Factory is not. It's not Hotel DuPont.
Right.
So
it's not super upscale.
No.
But it's not. Even if you took them on a picnic,
that's even more creative.
Yeah, but I think it's the interaction more than the place that you're
at. It is. It's not.
Yeah.
Guys need to realize it's not about the place. If a woman's gonna be interested in you, it takes some 20. It takes them 20 seconds,
15 to 20
seconds or minutes.
Yeah,
to
whatever
realize
it is.
If they're going to be into you, they're going to be into you because of
they can pick it up like that.
Yeah, it's going to be because your personality, the way that you probably treat them.
Yeah.
And it's not all based on looks, you know what I'm saying?
Not.
No, it's really not. People don't think that. I found out I read a article on a study where guys think that women's into abs and strong.
They're not.
They are not. A lot of women like a lot of not chunky, but
making them laugh. That might be number one.
That might be number one.
Yeah.
They don't care what your body figure is. They're gonna like you for who you are, as long as you obviously you don't treat them like treat them bad. You're supposed to be treating the way I look at it. Again, I try not to treat this. I know I'm putting me into it a lot, but I try not to treat a woman like a glass because a woman can handle themselves for the most part. But at the end of the day, I like to be a gentleman and treat not only women but everybody with respect. Especially, even though if they're disrespecting me, because you know why? I know this goes into.
Okay, that's going to get into what I'm saying too. Go ahead.
All right, so
just finish.
So that's what I'm saying is the fact is that it doesn't always on women. It could go for everybody. It goes for everybody else too. But like I said, going off the women thing is the fact is a lot of women, when they're looking for men compassionship, it's like they're looking for that one person to
build a family foundation with, even if they already have kids, and we talked about this before. But at the same token, it comes a point in time like if you really have eyes for this person,
you're gonna make it happen.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, though, I know this person. Her and I are friends. This she had a boyfriend that treated her badly, like I think he cheated, mentally abused her, made her pay for every time that they went on a date. So she put out a snap, and I was like, okay, let me answer this because I'm a good person. My intention was not trying to get in her pants. My intention was never to try to date her. My intention was like, let me just help this lost soul because she's having some issues. So I texted her. We was talking. I was helping her out. All of a sudden, her ex comes back and says, I'm sorry, I'm gonna make it up to you, and then she cuts me off and not talks to me again, and decides to go back to her damn ex because he's a piece of dog shit. But
okay,
sorry, I didn't mean.
Let me finish this, but I want to talk about that because that's real shit. So, finishing up what we were just talking about. So, I think his problem was he pampered her too much, too early.
Yeah.
When you give a girl a Lamborghini truck to ride around in a day, like I think it was like the first week they even knew each other. This is what I'm talking about. You're kind of cultivating her to be more into your money than you.
Exactly.
Because that's all you're doing is you're showing her, I got money. Yeah, you want these handbags, you want these sneakers, you want these shoes.
This clothing, this Gucci.
Yeah, you want all this? So that's what she's going to fall in love with is your money. So at the end of the day, as the videos start going on, like he was posting videos every day, you can see the disrespect from her to him every day because you just put yourself out there as a dollar sign.
Yeah.
So if you don't buy her something she wants, what do you think she's going to do now?
For one, she's going to make you sleep on the sofa if you guys are living together. Two, she's going to disrespect you, put you down, demeanor you in front of everybody because she falls in love with your money.
So here's another part to it. Why does he allow it to happen?
Because he's in love with her.
Okay. Yes. He's in love with her,
but she's not in love. She's not in love with him.
So he's been given bad advice. You don't show people you love them by just giving them a whole bunch of gifts. You show them your time, and you respect them, and in return, you'll get the respect.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
So for her to be in his house and to flirt with his friends, and then whenever he comes around, she kind of like kicks him. Like, it's not like a love kick. It's almost like a get away from me type of kick in his own house. So a lot of the comments, and I actually had to comment on this because seeing it kind of made my blood boil a little bit. I was like, her and everybody else would have been kicked out the house in the first 5 minutes. If I have my girl over to my house, now they say they were playing a prank on him. I don't care what you call it. If my girlfriend comes over to my house, I'm older now, so I'm not going to have just dudes hanging out at my place. But when I was younger, it happened like that. I had guys come over and do music. If my girl comes over and she's flirting with one of my friends, both of y'all get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a prank or whatever you call it. That's disrespectful in my own apartment, my own house, whatever.
For one, especially if you guys are in a serious one and she's doing that. Yeah, I would say the same thing.
But see, they weren't in a serious relation. I don't care if it's serious or if you're getting to the point, because again, she gave him a lot of. Okay, so now we're going to get into this friend zoning thing. So she pretty much put him in the friend zone because he was, I guess, wanting to have sex with her, and she was like, "I'm not ready." Well, we've been dating for 2 weeks. Why don't we make it official? Nah, I want to take it slow. I want to take my time. I'm not ready yet. Mm-hmm. And then another week passed. Oh, I'm not ready yet. So then he's like,
why is he pressuring her? I get it's
because she's a nice looking. I'm talking about
I
nice.
get that.
Yeah.
I get that. I totally understand it. But in her defense, maybe you probably know a past, something that happened to her, maybe that she showed with you.
She told him that she dated. Well, they're both in their like early 20s, and she said she dated some guys and she got played. So you have to understand there are some.
That's where they come from. Where she's coming from.
Yeah,
exactly.
So there's scorned women out there, and testament to me, I've dated a few of them. So even if you're perfect, if you show one sign of something that they've been through, now they're watching you like a hawk. Oh, what do you like her? No. Why are you saying that?
Exactly.
Because you've been hurt already, and it's just like opening a wound that's already been.
But like I said,
you know what I'm
saying? I know I'm guilty of this. Where I push a little too much in the beginning just because of I'm that.
Why though?
Why though? Because I'm like that woman that you just said, is because I've been played so many times by a woman. I got played about maybe 2 weeks ago by when we was talking, and then we hang out one day. Then she just said it was weird, so I'm just gonna cut you off. Basically.
Okay. So why do you think that these women keep playing you?
Because they're saying I'm too nice, that I'm not, because I'm too caring, basically, because I'm not a douche.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a douche. I like to treat people with respect and dignity and treat them with like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm noticing that I'm taking that to heart into maybe a possible future relationship because of I'm pushing another person, be like, yo, I want a relationship with you, and I know that we need to build some more first, but because it's that insecurity that I know that I need to fix.
So I'm gonna ask you 2 questions, and it kind of goes with this guy because he finally got the picture to cut this girl off, but then he finds another girl online and he's doing the same thing, and I can already see it's going down the same road. Like she's gonna just be playing. So first of all, what type of girls are you attracting? Because not all girls are going to be like this. There's some girls out here who are looking for a guy to be compassionate and loving and caring and all this stuff. So maybe it's just you're fishing in the wrong pond.
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not doing anything. I know I need to fix that, because if the right one is going to happen, it's going to happen because of I changed that. So I'm going to work on to try to change that, not try to go into something super, super, super fast.
Okay. So when I talk about fishing in the wrong pond, you're meeting these girls on Bumble and Tinder and stuff like this, right?
No, this one was on Facebook dating.
Oh, okay.
At the time.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
so that was the wrong. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting off that. That's not.
Yeah, like why not? If you're going to do it, why not do something more like a Match.com, something that's more upscale rather than these, like, these apps. So yeah, the pond over there, the fish that are swimming in that, they might be a lot more, compatible with you. And second,
but again, at the day is I'm over that.
Okay.
What happened, because the fact is that at the end of the day, she showed her true colors. Again, we spent a week, and again at the end of the day, I knew it was not going to go anywhere. So I wasn't, because I was seeing the red flags. I mean, because again, I've been around the corner and back, so I understand growing up. Because I fell in love one time in my whole life, and I got destroyed. So I understand. Okay. I understand how to handle it now. Now, if I didn't go through that, I don't know how I would have handled that emotionally, but I handled it. I feel mature emotionally. At the end of the day, is when that happened, I deleted her out of everything, cut her off, and I'm not even looking back.
You answered my next question. Yeah. I was like, when do you get to a point? Because this happened to me a couple
after a
maybe
week or
10
two,
years
maybe
ago.
after a week or two. The way that I realized, if you're just gonna be playing now, if you're really being serious and you want it, like maybe you want to be friends with me, and maybe possibly maybe you do want to see where I want to go,
but you're gonna feel that in her energy.
Yeah, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that she's gonna want to talk to you, blow your phone up. This chick did not. Again, at first she did, but then I started to notice that it was like one text
tailing back.
But you can notice with somebody's energy. I want somebody that has the same energy like I do, because I'm hyperactive. So not a lot of women can't handle a action person, because they're like, oh my god, you're just too much energy for me. So it's like, so you know what I'm saying? So like that. So regarding that being said, is the fact is that I'm glad that I look at it, the fact is, because somebody told me this at work, I did not waste my time. Because you know what? I had a week of fun with her.
Okay.
Get a chance to meet somebody new. And then
you can put it as experience.
Yeah, as experience. Say, hey, I know when the red flags are happening. If they really want to talk to you, they'll talk to you. If they don't want to talk to you, they're gonna stop being like, hey, I'm not blowing your phone up. Like, you know, if a woman was interested, or maybe wants to be friends with you now, but maybe they might be interested in you at a later date. But at the end of the day, is I'm the kind of type, because I don't have all freaking day to wait on your decision. So obviously I'll be friends with you, but at the end of the day, as I'm gonna be maybe trying to be friends with somebody else, maybe that might turn into something else, because that's who I am. Because at the end of the day, we're just friends.
Yeah.
So if we're just friends, for one, I'm not a cheater. I'm faithful committedly if I'm in a serious relationship. But at the end of the day, if we're just friends and that's not going to go nowhere, I'm just going to be in the friend zone, or just stick in the friend zone. That's what's good. That's what's going to happen, and then I'm going to go ahead and just be like, okay, then I just continue, see if I can maybe somebody else I'll be compatible with as well. Maybe that might turn into something more.
I got 3 things. Hopefully, I don't forget any of this stuff. No, it's all good. The first thing that I do have in my mind is, what if you turned the tables, and what if you friend zoned her? What do you think would happen?
I wouldn't know.
Why not?
Why?
Even if let's say you did like her, but you weren't too forward with it. Because sometimes being forward will scare girls off. So what if you friend zoned her just to really get to know her? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once she proves herself to you, this is what I'm saying with this one guy.
I should do. That's a good idea.
He's putting the women on a pedestal. He's like kneeling down like, oh, you're the woman. I'm going to do whatever you want. No. That's what I'm saying. So if you are the person in control and you say, okay, I know my value, so I don't have to go chase after anybody.
I'm not chasing nobody. But
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, John,
you don't have to chase after anybody. I know my value. So, yeah, let's go hang out. No pressure on a relationship. I'm not even going to talk about a relationship. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. You're not spending the night. You're not doing any of that. Let's go out. Let's have a good time. I'm going to spend some time with you and just get to know you. And do that for a good month or 2 months.
Yeah, and then see what goes after that. Like, I agree. So again, I know that I need to learn to stop in the middle trying to ask all that shit. Don't worry about that. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if it does happen, if not, you again, I like meeting new people. At the end of the day, again, hey, I met a new person, their friend, I'm their friend. Maybe I can, knowing that we'll be besties. Maybe, at the end of the day is maybe you say, hey, we're just going to be friends. I don't see you as attractive. Okay. But then maybe at the end of the day is maybe that you can help, because I'm all about helping other people out if I can, by just talking. Maybe they're having a bad day and I make the day. That's what's satisfying to me, knowing that we could be friends, but at the end of the day is I can always be there when you need me as your friend. But at the end of the day is you maybe meet a guy that you're into, but he's a complete douche.
Okay, so there's 2 things here. Kind of going off of what you're saying, there are some women who like to unload. And what I'm talking about is they might have that connection with a guy, right? And the guy might be a douche, but then they meet you, and let's say she comes home from work and she tries to tell the guy about her day and he doesn't want to hear it. Or he's just watching the game, or he's just like, I don't want to hear it.
But
okay,
I disagree with that.
Let me just get this out.
Go ahead.
But then she finds you. She might really like him. She might like the bad boys, but then she finds you and she can tell you about her day. And she's just unloading all this emotional baggage onto you. But then you don't reap any of the other benefits.
No.
So then that's not a good look for you. But then she's got her cake and she's eating it too. She gets to go home and do whatever she wants with the boyfriend. And then all that energy from maybe a bad day at work or somebody cut her off, she can talk to you about it.
But then, if we're just friends, I don't care. Because I got friends now. I got women friends now that has boyfriends that will come talk to me if they have an issue.
But you know.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not really romantically involved in them. I'm not interested.
Okay,
I'm just interested as a friend.
That's my point.
Yeah, that I can do.
Okay, I understand that because yes, it's nothing wrong with having a female or a guy friend.
Exactly. People that trust us. Well, you gotta no. You're just insecure because you're cheating.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I've been through that a few times and I cut that shit off.
No,
quick
I'm not dealing with
that. That dude.
I'm not that
you're
dude.
You're just gonna call up and talk to him. I don't want to hear it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I actually liked you, and then you're putting me in this position where, well, if things don't work out with him, then no. Well,
no, I'm not trying to hear that.
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to hear that because again, that's called leftovers. I don't do leftovers.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to what I was saying to that is the fact is, let's say, for example, let's say if I'm friends with a woman and she maybe falls in love or maybe like somebody else. Mm-hmm. But maybe, let's say, for example, that I maybe want something at the end of the day, it's not going to happen, but I'm like, hey, it's whatever, we're just going to be friends, and then she meets somebody else. Now, again, we'll be friends. Again, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep that person as my friend. And then if she does meet a boyfriend that's like that, I say, okay, then I'll go ahead and talk to you, make you feel better. But at the end of the day, if something happens to you, no, because you had your opportunity, but you decide not to take it, and I'm not doing that.
Well, with a few stories I've heard, there's this rebound thing where the girls do feel like maybe the guy cheated on them, or maybe he just broke up with her. Now she's in this position, she's feeling like vulnerable, so she might, he's a nice guy, let me go talk to him.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm too educated at my young age to know that I want something real.
Listen,
I want something that's going to happen naturally. I don't want nothing that's going to be because of I'm your rebound. At the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. Again, I tell my business because I'm comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. So now I don't tell the audience everything just because you don't need to know everything about me. But at the end of the day, is my mom and dad was rebounds. So my dad was dating a gold digger, couldn't say before my mom, and got everything out, with him, and then met my mom in church, and 2 weeks later he goes, my uncle was like he was a party animal back then a little bit. So he came home drunk and was like my dad came to him and says, yo, we'll get married. My uncle was like, what the dude, okay, I'm going to bed. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then next morning, like, my grandparents on that side was like, what? You just met this woman. Now he's paying for what he got because
it's going to rear its head.
It did.
Yeah,
it's hurting him bad. So it kind of messed my relationship with him and my siblings' relationship with him and our mom because of what happened.
Yeah.
And then he's still my dad. I love him, but he's not listening. He did. Right. He lost all his friends because of it. He doesn't have a relationship. He doesn't have a relationship with his brother because of it. So at the end of the day, he lost everything because of one woman and a piece of tail because of that. So at the end of the day, like I said, that's what taught me. Again, I'm not trying to spill my family beans. I'm just, it goes with what we're talking about. Is the fact is that I learned that I am not going to be a rebound for somebody else, or somebody be a rebound for me because of, I got my feelings hurt, or I got my heart crushed, or oh my God, I'm just so emotional right now. Because when you're emotional and you get in emotion, you make some bad decisions.
Emotions cloud reason.
Exactly. I have made a lot of bad decisions off of emotion. Never ever will I ever do that again.
Yeah. And to everything you just said, you just hit the the nail right on the head. But with this one guy, I hope he comes to realize that, and he's got a lot of people who really love him on his channel, so they will really give him like what they see when they watch it, and they tell him like,
be real.
Yeah, to be real and don't go out. So here's another thing. So he just posted this video yesterday where he met this girl. He just got out of a relationship with the one that he, quote unquote, was in love with.
He needs some time to himself to heal.
Okay, exactly. So I'm going to tell you what he did and how you can see he's just making the wrong mistake. That's kind of like being redundant. But he met her on, I think it was Snap, one of these apps. And he's on there with her, and you can just tell. I can just tell she's not dealing with him like that. Like, he's trying to be cool and smooth, and she's like, and, she just wants stuff from him. So he said, I want to meet you. Let's set something up. Why don't you come to Houston? Now, we know this is in real time, so it's the coronavirus going on. LA is being hit, you know what I'm saying, pretty bad, right? They got the whole shutdown. Houston, I don't hear too much about. So what he said was, why don't you come to Houston? Oh, it's whack out there. I don't want to go to Houston. If you want to see me, you got to come out here. And he's like, well, the virus is out there. Aren't y'all shut down? I'm better than a virus. If you really want me. I mean, I'm gonna give you two things though. I'm gonna give you two things. I don't see anything wrong with working towards a relationship, right? But you can't be a fool. There's nothing. Women might play hard to get, but then there are gonna be red flags, like someone telling you.
That's red flags right there.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the song called "Fool's Gold." He's getting fool's gold right there because the fact is that she doesn't give two fucking shits.
So let me finish up real quick. And he left it at a cliffhanger, but I already know how this is gonna work out. So what he did was he said, "Well, okay, I'm gonna think about it." So off the camera, he's like, I'm going to surprise her. And I'm like, okay, I see your face. This is what I'm talking about. You can have money, but that does not give you game. You can't buy game with money, quote unquote game with money. Or, you know, just like how you interact with women. Money is not
funny, but it's funny. It's redundant. It's like you have on your face, on your forehead, sucker,
like come get me for all my money.
Exactly.
So let me finish up though.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's like, dude, this frustrates me.
I know, because we all see it, and that's what I'm saying. The people who really like him in his comments are like, bro, slow down.
Exactly, dude.
But he's just, his eyes are this big. Like he's just like, maybe he's desperate and he wants a girl. No, maybe his other boys have girls and he just
listen. I am not desperate, okay? I've been single since the age of 15, 16 years old because of what I went through with my ex at the time. So, at the time you don't put time on compassion, on love. Maybe you want compassion, love. Who doesn't? But it takes time.
I'm gonna give you some. I didn't even finish the story.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish the story. I'm sorry.
I just want to tell how I handle one thing and then how he's handling it. So when I was in DC, I met a girl that used to live here, and I did a long distance relationship for 9 months on the phone. And even then, when it was time where I got vacation time and I went out there to visit her, she wanted me to move out there. Everything was like, yeah, it feels right. But I said, people can be different on the phone, and then when you meet them in person, they could be so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there for a week. I told this story before. Go out there.
See what it does.
Yeah, everything was cool. Perfect. Started noticing some things. But they weren't deal breakers. Like, if she's got OCD, that's not a deal breaker.
No, obviously
you know
not.
What I'm saying?
Or maybe she has high energy, that's not a deal breaker. Yeah. I like that.
But to your point, when a woman has been hurt and scorned, you almost can't repair that a lot of times. I mean, you can try, but you can tell them, you could show them, but it's up to them to realize, like, he's a good guy.
He's not going to do anything
stupid.
So
even in going out there for the first few months, everything was good, but then you could just see, like, even if I looked at another girl, fangs would just start growing from her mouth. Like, I'm just looking in the direction. I don't want her. I was always in the house. I'm that type of guy. If I'm, like, dating you, I want to spend most of my time with you. And if you have a family, then we're a family. You know what I'm saying? But to get back to him, a week, you spend 1 week talking with this person. I'm going to go surprise her. I'm going to go surprise her.
That's
so
like saying, that's like saying in 1 week, let me just get on my one knee and give you this ring.
Well, that's what he did to the girl before. He said, I am done.
But
he was only dating her for a good 3 weeks.
Are you serious? 3 weeks?
He said, I had a dream about you, and it was that we're going to be boyfriending. No, he said, I had a dream about you that I was going to marry you, but before we get married, you know we have to be boy and girlfriend, right? And he's on his knee telling her this. And I'm like, bro, come on.
I am not. Listen, I know with my flaw stands. I already said it. My flaw is I went into a relationship too fast.
But he's got it super fast.
No, he got it super. I went into a relationship super fast. So I'm fixing now.
Okay.
So, but I am not going on my one knee after 1 week to 3 weeks of knowing a woman. I won't get on my knee probably until maybe 3 to 6 years of dating. Then I'll put a ring on it. But until then, no. But
let me finally finish this story.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Okay, so and you could tell he's very insecure and unsure. So he goes out there and he's doing the same thing. He went and rented a I forget which car. I think it was a Rolls Royce. So he rented out a Rolls Royce so he could get around because, you know, he's not from out there. And he got this crazy ass house. So he rented out a house in a Rolls Royce for the time that he's going to be staying there. So he calls her up and she doesn't answer the phone immediately. Then she finally answers. He's got his friend with him. Hey, what's going on? And you can kind of tell she doesn't even want to be on the phone with him. This is just my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
But I get the energy that she doesn't want to be on the phone with him. She's kind of just looking off. They're FaceTiming. He's looking off. So he asks his friend, he's like, should I wait or should I just go see her right now? And he's like, bro, whatever you want to do, you spent your money to come out here.
You dumb.
So why even prolong it? You want to, if you really like her and you spent your money and your time to come out here, do it now. That way you can spend as much time as you need to with her and figure her out. And if it's not right, don't hesitate to get your ass back on the plane and go home.
Zach, okay, continue. I'm getting.
So I mean, it's a cliff. It's not. Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. So it ended with him getting her address. So he played this. He's being pretty smooth with it. He's like, I know it's your birthday, so I'm going to Postmate you some things, but I need your address first. Oh, that's sweet. Well, I want pancakes and sausage or whatever. So he got her address. So now he's going to surprise her, probably bring her the food that she wanted and surprise her. But again, if you don't get that initial energy, like she's really rocking with you, it's going to be very telling the next video he puts out, because all you have to do is look at her reaction.
When he comes to us at her front door, she's like, oh my God.
And she's like,
why are you here? I didn't tell you to come here.
There's only two things.
Yeah.
There may be three. The first one, if she like kind of jumps into his arms, okay, he's good.
Not even so.
Yes, I say yes. Okay. Because that's initial excitement.
Okay.
If someone that I was doing a long distance relationship for, I wouldn't do it in a week, but long enough where I really liked them.
She's like, I miss you.
And I open the door, I would do like, oh, like I'd be surprised. But if I open the door and it's kind of like, hey, this ain't it.
Nope.
But I can almost guarantee I know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to try to throw money at her. I already know he's going to do this.
Again, can I just take this mic and just bend it above my head? Maybe I can go to him and say, dude, you stop.
But he's going to do it.
No, stop. Like, if you, who cares if you got money? A woman's going to fall in love with you.
The right one.
I'm about to say the right one will fall in love with you, and not your money. And not what you got, not what you maybe have on your body. It's because your personality, which it matters. Your personality and the heart, which matters. Yeah. And it's like hearing the story and talking about this. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for the guy because he's. But at the end of the day, he's doing it himself.
He is.
Like I said, I am no better, but I am not throwing money at women. I'm just going in too fast because of me being hurt back in the past, but I'm working on it now. I'm being honest. I'm working on it now, and I'm going to continue doing it because of if that white one's out there, which I know she is, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I don't scare the right one off because of my insecurities.
Okay, and there you have it. That has been that
was interesting.
Yeah, because I wanted to talk about something else, but we really
this was good.
Dove deep into it.
We did,
and I just want to wrap up on the life of a YouTuber.
It's really stressful.
It can be, but to some of the points you made, I wouldn't put all of my information out there. If I'm doing a YouTube channel about one thing, then most of it, all the content is going to be geared towards that
one thing. Maybe do something different, but don't throw your family or your kids or your wife or your girlfriend or your
your
parents.
If you have to make sure first you have their full consent and that you're going to put them in a decent light. You don't want to have them argue. I'm not going to be arguing with my wife for YouTube so you can watch it. That's something I'm not going to do.
And plus, at the end of the day, it's probably like you're just acting anyways.
Yeah, and a lot of it could be, but with these few of them, I could see this one guy. He's really got his heart. He wants a girlfriend so bad.
Don't we always? Don't we all?
I don't.
No, but I think I got myself. I do someday, not now, but I do someday because I'm not getting any younger, and I do want to have a relationship someday, but not right this moment. But at the end of the day, I am not desperate. For anything.
That's what I was getting to. I think he wants one so bad that he'll jump through a hoop set on fire to get to a girl.
But people are seeing this. Women are actually seeing this. That watches his content. no woman is gonna go to a guy that's so fucking desperate.
Yeah, because they can pick up on it, and guys do the same thing. Guys can see when a girl is like being super desperate, and they're like, "Yo, pump your brakes. You need to chill."
Exactly.
It has to be that.
It has to
even,
be natural.
Yes, the natural.
Again, like I said, I know that I'm no better. Like I said, I have a flaw. Everybody has a flaw.
Right.
My flaw is I want to get into it too fast instead of letting it accumulate. But that doesn't mean I'm desperate, because obviously I'm not. If I was desperate, then I'd be doing what he basically is doing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is I hope he figures it out, because I don't like seeing anybody doing that. But hopefully he'll wake up, or maybe somebody will come to him and be like, hit him inside the head and say, dude, you need to relax, man.
But
it's more to life than just women.
It is. And I know he's really hurting, because he used to put out YouTube videos every day. And then when that one girl, I don't know if she broke up with him or he broke up with her, he stopped doing videos for a while. So it had an effect on him.
And this is going to affect him even more, because he's not listening.
But that's what I'm saying. Your business is what got you the fame. For everybody who watches your videos,
They like you. They like you for you. They'll stick around because they like you for you.
Right.
And you kind of pretty much throwing them underneath the bus, kind of,
because
if you think about it.
Your heart hurt.
You got your heart hurt. And you're putting all your time in women. What about
he's not learning from his mistakes?
No, he's not.
Because he's doing the same thing.
What about these YouTubers? One day he'll wake up and he'll have zero. I'm just using that as an example. The fact is, you gotta acknowledge that's your community, bro.
Yeah, it's your
They
community.
made you.
Yeah.
But in the day, we're gonna end like that, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm not gonna try. I didn't mean to share my personal information like that.
It's all
but
good.
I just want to connect to the situation at hand. I feel for the man. I hope he does good and figures his life out, because he needs that support and that that.
And he's young.
He's younger.
And he'll
but
go
I'm
through
young
it.
too. But at the end of the day, I have different minds. But anyways, another fun episode of episode 29. I'm Aaron. Catch you guys next time.
And I'm RM. Peace.